The stars over Alexandria once flickered like candlelight upon parchment, guiding seekers through a sea of scrolls. Step into this magical space where we share tales of distant lands and legendary creatures. Tonight, let's travel back to Alexandria, Egypt, around 200 BCE, where the greatest library in the world stood tall, and whispers of wisdom floated through its halls. Isn't that just incredible? Let us set our tale in motion with a single brushstroke, a splash of color upon the canvas of night. In the grand halls of the Library of Alexandria, a quiet caretaker named Timaeus swept the floors at night. His name means to hold in reverence, a fitting name for a man who spent his nights among the hushed whispers of ancient lore. And it was during these silent hours that the scrolls came alive, not with the rustle of turning pages, but with voices so faint they might have been born of the wind itself. Each whisper spun a different tale, a forgotten legend, or an echo of a long-lost tongue. They spoke of cities swallowed by the desert sands, of pharaohs whose names were lost to time, and of constellations that blazed across the night sky long before recorded memory. For Timaeus, each whisper was a treasure, a fragment of a vanished world. So, you see, dear traveler, our hero's journey begins not with a fanfare, but with the gentle susurrus of history unfolding. Our story is like a papyrus scroll unfurling slowly under the patient hand of time. What secrets will it reveal? What wonders, what heartbreaks, that, dear viewer, is for us to discover together. For now, let us linger a while longer in the star-dusted silence of the great library, for there are countless tales waiting to be unearthed here, and many more yet to be written. And so our tale unfolds amidst the towering shelves and vaulted ceilings of the library, where thousands upon thousands of scrolls held secrets, both ancient and profound. Among this sea of stored knowledge, Timaeus felt a profound sense of peace. Yet he was not alone in this hallowed space, for within the musty embrace of the scrolls, something stirred. As twilight deepened into night and the library fell into stillness, the scrolls began to stir. At first, their voices were barely audible, like the murmur of the desert wind caressing the papyrus leaves. But as the night wore on, their whispers grew stronger, weaving tales of bygone eras. The scrolls spoke of kingdoms long forgotten, of pharaohs who walked like gods among men, and of journeys across the vast expanse of the known world. They sang of celestial wonders, of constellations that blazed across the night sky, and of stars that twinkled with an otherworldly light. For the scrolls held not just words, but echoes of the very souls that had penned them, imbuing each whisper with a timeless resonance. And so our hero finds himself enveloped in a symphony of voices, each vying for his attention. Yet amidst this chorus of ages past, Timothy's heart remains anchored by his duty, by his love for these silent storytellers. For he is not just a caretaker, but a guardian of dreams, ensuring that even in the darkest hours, the embers of human brilliance continue to glow. Imagine, if you will, the soft glow of oil lamplight dancing on weathered papyrus, casting flickering shadows on the walls. In this play of light and dark, Timaeus finds solace, companionship, and a connection to those who came before. For, in the hushed whispers of the scrolls, he hears the laughter and sorrow, the hopes and fears of generations long past. Picture the scene, traveler, with me. Timothy sits cross-legged amidst the scrolls, his weathered hands tracing the faded ink, as he listens intently to their tales. His eyes, filled with wonder and reverence, reflect the wisdom of ages past. Around him, the air is thick with the scent of parchment and time, creating an atmosphere of timeless tranquility. In this sanctuary of knowledge, Timothy is not merely a caretaker, but a student, a listener, and a dreamer. He lets the whispers of the scrolls wash over him, carrying him away on a tide of ancient tales. And in doing so, he discovers not just the stories of others, but something profound about himself as well. For within the library's hallowed halls, he finds that he is part of a grand tapestry, woven through time by the threads of human curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge. The whispers of the scrolls become his companions, sharing their wisdom and their stories until the break of dawn. And in their company, he finds a peace that transcends the boundaries of time. And as the first rays of sunlight begin to filter through the library's high windows, painting stripes of gold across the floor, Timaeus feels a sense of completion wash over him. He has listened, he has learned, and he has dreamed. And so our tale reaches a turning point as the night surrenders to the embrace of dawn. Timaeus, with a heart full of stories and a mind brimming with ancient wisdom, prepares to greet the day. The whispers of the scrolls have woven their magic, and he carries their secrets within him as he steps out into the sunlight. But wait, the whispers of the scrolls have awakened something within Timaeus, a spark of inspiration, a thirst for adventure, a yearning to explore the world beyond the library's sheltering walls. Picture the scene, if you will, as Timaeus emerges from the library at dawn, blinking in the bright sunlight, his eyes shining with newfound purpose. The whispers of the scrolls echo in his ears, urging him to seek out the wonders and mysteries that lie beyond the familiar stacks of papyrus. With a determined nod, he sets off into the bustling city of Alexandria, eager to uncover the secrets that await him. The streets come alive with the sounds of merchants hawking their wares, the chatter of philosophers debating in the agora, and the laughter of children playing amidst the colonnaded walkways. As Timaeus navigates the vibrant tapestry of Alexandrian life, he encounters a cast of characters, each with their own stories to tell. There's the enigmatic storyteller, his tales as winding as the Nile and as captivating as the desert night. The wise old philosopher whose words hold the weight of ages. And the curious young scholar whose thirst for knowledge mirrors Timothy's own. Through his interactions with these fellow seekers of wisdom, Timothy learns that the true nature of knowledge lies not just in its preservation, but in its sharing. The whispers of the scrolls have inspired him to become more than a caretaker, to become a conduit of knowledge, a weaver of tales. As the sun climbs higher in the sky, Timaeus finds himself drawn to the heart of Alexandria, to the great lighthouse that stands as a beacon of guidance and enlightenment. It is here, amidst the towering columns and soaring arches, that he realizes the true purpose of his journey. He has come to understand that the whispers of the scrolls are not just echoes of the past, but messages to the future, carrying timeless truths and universal wisdom. With this newfound clarity, Timothy's heart swells with a sense of responsibility and excitement. He returns to the library, not just as a caretaker, but as a custodian of human heritage, committed to ensuring that the whispers of the scrolls continue to resonate through the ages. And so our tale concludes. Dear traveler, with Timothy standing amidst the scrolls, no longer just a humble caretaker, but a living embodiment of the library's spirit. He listens intently to the whispers of ages past, allowing their wisdom to guide him as he shares the stories of yesterday with those who seek them today. As the library stands as a beacon of knowledge, Timothy stands as its keeper, ensuring that the flame of human curiosity and the pursuit of wisdom continue to burn brightly for generations to come. And with that final image, our journey through the Whispering Scrolls comes to an end. What did you think, traveler? Did the echoes of the past touch your heart? Did the whispers of Alexandria ignite your imagination? I hope they did, for it has been my joy to weave these tales and share them with you. But remember, the library's doors are always open, its shelves forever laden with stories waiting to be discovered. Until our paths cross again, may your own adventures be filled with wonder. Your discoveries bring you joy, and may the echoes of the past forever dance upon your dreams. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you found joy in our tale tonight, I invite you to show your support. Your engagement fuels our journey, guiding us through the cosmos of storytelling. Until next time, farewell.